Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one's going to be on how to get yourself all of the gestures in the game. There are a couple that are locked behind pretty long quest lines that I don't go over in this video because it would just take way too much time. And there's also several that are very easy to get locked out of getting. I had to make multiple characters to get all of them in this video, so unfortunately that is a reality with how they handle NPCs. But nonetheless, if you liked the video, leave it a like and consider subscribing for more guides and maybe some PvP content in the future to come. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. If you'd like the As You Wish gesture, you'll first need to come to the Bridge of Sacrifice here in the Weeping Peninsula. And right where I am right here, you'll speak to Irina and she'll give you a letter and tell you to go find her father, which is down here in Castle Morn. And once you talk to him and give him her letter, you can either kill him there and reload the area and grab a Shabriri grape from him and return to where I am now to find her dead, or you can do his little quest he sends you on. I have a full quest line guide for this entire quest on my channel if you want more detail for that. And then after you find her dead, we're going to head up to the Purified Ruins. And we're coming here to find a Shabriri grape that we can give to Hayeta. And there's the Shabriri grape. Now we need to go to the lake-facing cliffs just after Stormvale Castle. And we'll find Lightseeker Hayeta there. She won't be here unless you first go to Irina, get the letter, and talk to her father and stuff like that. So make sure you do that first. And then once you have a Shabriri grape, you can come and speak to her and give her the grape. And she will give you the As You Wish gesture. If you'd like Grovel For Mercy, Extreme Repentance, Calm Down, and Patches Crouch, you'll need to head over to the Murkwater Cave here in Limgrave to start it all. This is the first location you discover Patches in. All we need to do to get Grovel For Mercy, the first one, is to go up to him and get his health to about 50%, and then he will use the gesture on you, and then that will unlock it for you. To get Patches to spawn, all you have to do is open this chest right here.
Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief. The gods demand repentance. Cough up your coin. All of you. Wait, please.
And now that he's groveling, that should unlock us the gesture we're looking for. There it is.
Finally come round, have you?
If you'd like Extreme Repentance, you'll need to come to the Murkwater Cave where you find Patches. And directly after he gives you the Grovel For Mercy gesture, this one here, all you have to do is hit him, make him attack you again. He will whittle your health down this time. And then once you get to a certain health percent, he'll tell you to beg for mercy, and then you can use the emote, or the gesture rather, and that will give you Extreme Repentance. And then you can use Extreme Repentance to get Patches to stop attacking you.
What are you playing?
That bloody well hurts. How does it go? Come on, have it your way. You'll get what's coming. I'm gonna give you my soft touch.
Once he says a voice line, we can use the gesture.
Grovel, and I'll forgive you. Okay, I can see you mean it. Consider it water under the bridge. A momentary lapse of judgment.
And that's how you unlock the Extreme Repentance gesture. And if you'd like to get yourself the Calm Down gesture, directly after you get the Extreme Repentance gesture and Grovel For Mercy from Patches, you will talk to him, exhaust his full dialogue, forgive and forget, and now we can go ahead and reload the area, and he will be here as a shop. And now that he's a shop, we can go ahead and open this chest, and it's going to trap us and take us to the Mistwoods. And now that we're in the Mistwoods, we can mount up and find the nearest Grace, which happens to be Mistwood outskirts. So we're going to head over there, and then head back to Murkwater Cave, and then Patches will give us the gesture we're looking for there.
I'll forgive you at any rate. Don't miss all the bar. Cheers for that.
Unfortunately, I can't show you how to get the Patches Crouch gesture in this video because I locked myself out of the gesture by killing Rykard. So I do have a guide on how to get this one already on my channel, and I'll just go ahead and leave a link in the description. That way you guys can get it that way. If you want the balled up emote, you'll need to head to the Rea Lucaria Grand Library in Liurnia of the Lakes. You'll need to defeat Renala, the full moon, right here, and she'll become a respecking NPC that allows you to reallocate your stats. And you'll use the rebirth here. You'll need a larval tier. If you don't have any, I have a full guide on every larval tier location on my channel. And we'll go ahead and use the larval tier and switch a stat. We'll just put everything back to where it was. I'll skip this part. Alright, now that I have all my stats chosen, I'll confirm the rebirth. And that will give us the balled up emote. If you'd like the Bravo gesture, you'll first need to head to the first step here where you begin the game. And once you talk to White Mask Vare, he'll send you out on a little mission to kill a demigod, Godric the Grafted. And you can go kill him up here in Stormvale Castle, and then once he's defeated, you'll return here. And if he's still here, he'll tell you to go to Round Table Hold and speak to the Twin Fingers, and then after you do that, you'll return, and he'll be gone. And there will just be this message right here. And he'll say, head off to Liurnia, seek the Rose Church. And then they'll give you this gesture right here, Bravo. If you'd like the Buy My Sword gesture, you'll head over to the West Capital Rampart here in the capital of Landell. And then we're going to make our way down to the Fortified Manor, that building right there. And you'll find the Jester sitting right here.
Hey!
If you'd like the casual greeting gesture, you'll first need to head to the Ruin-Strewn Precipice Overlook here in the northern part of Liurnia. This is right before you fight the Magma Worm Maker boss fight. Right here. And then you'll summon Greathorn Tragoth here. And he'll give you the gesture right there. If you want the crossed legs gesture, you'll head over to the Stormhill Shack or anywhere nearby here. And then we're going to make our way down to this marker, and on top of that ruined structure will be a body. Interacting with that body will unlock the gesture we're looking for. Okay, looks like you go up right here. And that's how you get the crossed legs gesture. If you'd like to get yourself the sitting sideways gesture, you'll head over to Stormhill Shack. And this is sort of close to where you begin the game. And then once you get here, you'll come over to Roderica here and exhaust her dialogue, and she'll give you the gesture. There it is. And if you'd like the Curtsy gesture, all you need to do is get Roderica to come to the round table hold. To do that, you need to go over to the Stormhill Shack and speak to her there. And she'll give you the gesture sitting sideways, and then you can make her come here. And then once she's here, you'll speak to her, exhaust her dialogue. And then you'll come over here and speak to Master Hugh. About Roderica. And now we can go back to Roderica and tell her what he said. And I'm going to reload the area. Speak to her again. And I'm going to go talk to Hugh again and see if he has any more dialogue. Oops. And we're going to go talk to her again. Reload the area again. And she's moved now, so she should be a spirit tuner.
Good. I have you to thank. I can have I'm as yet. But and if will I serve Roderick?
And now that we have her unlocked as a spirit tuner, to get the Curtsy gesture, all you need to do is upgrade one of your ashes here, your spirit summons, to +4, which I'll go ahead and do. Just give me a second. Alright, and now I've leveled up my spirit jellyfish to +4. And I'm going to go ahead and talk to her again.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit?
Hit talk.
I feel like I can see. I can understand. Master Hugh once again.
And you can see it down there, the Curtsy gesture, and that's how you get that one. If you'd like the Desperate Prayer gesture, you'll first need to come to Gowry's Shack here in Caelid. and begin Millicent's questline, and then you'll do her questline up until the point where you give her the Valkyrie prosthesis. Then you can return to Gowry and he will sell you pest threads. Once you buy pest threads, you can exhaust his dialogue and he will give you the gesture. I'm not going to do all that in this video because that would take like 2 hours to show you how to do that. But I do have a full Millicent questline guide on my channel, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to know how to get through the questline, and that's how you get that one. If you'd like the Dozing Legs Cross gesture, you'll head over to the Rampart Tower Grace here in Stormveil Castle. And then once you're here, we're going to head out and leap across right here. And you can see the gesture sitting right over there on that body. We're going to go ahead and loot it. You will get attacked by one of those birds, so just be ready. And the gesture will be sitting right here. If you'd like the Erudition gesture, you'll head over to the Debate Parlor Grace here in the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. This is right after you defeat Red Wolf Radagon. And then from here, we're going to head out, and we need to make a pretty far journey to grab an extra Academy Glintstone key. And then we'll go to Thops, the NPC, and give him our extra key. And that's how we'll unlock the Erudition gesture. I'm going to go ahead and kill this one here so I can climb the ladder. Go ahead and drop down over here. Jump across right here. And go in through the window. And the extra key, you can see it right there on the chandelier. And now that we have the extra key, I'm going to return to see if I can find the Grace, the Lake Facing Cliffs Grace here, right after Stormveil Castle. And inside of this church here, we'll find the NPC Thops. And we'll give him our extra key.
Believe it or for a well, you're a true my name, presuming you're only up, I'm afraid. Oh right. I can tell you what you've seen that's only it's after they declare the academy, because you might have making entry and so on. When they come, why without one? And you'll never, and if once you would you come, I know it, but still.
And we'll hit give the academy key.
You're willing to thank you. Now I can go to resume.
And that's how you get the Erudition gesture. If you'd like the fancy spin gesture, you'll need to head to the mountaintops of the Giants and make your way to the Stargazer's Ruins right here. And once you're here, you'll need to bring the Spirit Summon Jellyfish with you. Right here, you can see it in the bottom left. That's the Spirit Jellyfish Ash. You get that from Roderica, the lady who does the spirit tuning. And then once you get here, you'll see this jellyfish calling her sister. We'll go ahead and summon our spirit jellyfish. And after this nice family reunion, we will go ahead and get that gesture. You can see it right there, fancy spin. If you'd like the finger snap gesture, you'll head down to the Fort Height West Grace or the Mistwood outskirts. You just need to make your way over to the spot right here that I marked, and we'll hear a wolf howling. And then once we hear that wolf howling, we can go over to the Church of Ella and speak to Merchant Kale, or Kale rather, and he'll give us the finger snap gesture. Alright, and now that we have heard the howling, you can see him up there. To get him to come down, we first need to get the gesture, which is over here at the Church of Ella. Alright, and now that we're at the Church of Ella, we can go ahead and talk to Merchant Kale, or Kale rather. I don't know why I keep calling him Kale. And then about the howling in the Mistwood. And that's how you get finger snap. If you want the Fire Spur Me gesture, you'll head over to the Eastern Tableland here in Liurnia of the Lakes. And right nearby, about right here, will be a Fire Monk camp. And that's where we'll get the gesture. There it is. If you'd like the Golden Order Totality gesture, you'll first need to begin the Golden Order quest line by coming to the Round Table Hold and speaking to Brother Corhyn here. And then you'll need to progress the quest line up into the point where you solve a riddle and talk to Goldmask, and he will give you the Golden Order Totality gesture. I'm not going to go over how to do the full quest line in this video because that would take 2-3 hours just to do on its own, and I don't have a quest line guide for that one yet on my channel. That'll be coming sometime in the future, so I'll go ahead and link it whenever I do that video. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for you now, but that is how you get that gesture. If you'd like the Heartening Cry gesture, you'll head to the chamber outside the Plaza Grace here in Caelid before fighting Starscourger Dawn. And you'll head up and speak to Witch Hunter Jaren here.
The stars have aligned. The festival.
And he should go ahead and give us the gesture.
But now, oh,
and that's how you get Heartening Cry. If you'd like the Hoslow's Oath gesture, you'll need to first go to the Volcano Manor here in Mount Gelmer and progress the Assassination Kill Contract quest line until the point where you get the... find it here. The red letter here that tells you to assassinate Juno Hoslow, Knight of Blood. And we'll come to the Mountaintops of the Giants at the Ancient Snow Valley Ruins Overlook Grace. And we're going to make our way around to here and go invade Juno Hoslow, kill him, and that is how we'll get the gesture. And he gave us the gesture right there. And that's how you get that one. If you'd like the Inner Order gesture, you'll head to the aqueduct facing Cliff's Grace here in the Siafa River. First, you'll need to defeat Starscourge Radahn, head over to the Mistwoods. There'll be a big hole right here. You'll go down it, and you'll end up here. At Nokron Eternal City, you'll make your way through, defeat the Mimic Tier, cross the bridge, and then you'll be able to go up this way and drop down right here. And then that's how you get to the aqueduct facing Cliffs. Now we're going to make our way through. And we're going to go find D, Hunter of the Dead's twin brother, and talk to him, and he should give us the gesture. And you'll find his brother sitting right here. He doesn't say much, but he does give you this gesture. And if you'd like the My Lord gesture, you'll need to do Bach the Seamster's quest line up until the point where he's at the East Capital Rampart site of Grace. And then you'll give him the gold sewing needle there, and then that will unlock the gesture. I'm not going to show you how to do all that in this video because that would take an extremely long time to get through that whole quest line and up to that point. So I'm just going to tell you for now. Eventually I plan on making a guide for this, and then I'll leave a link for that in the description of this video whenever I get that done. If you'd like the My Thanks gesture, you'll head to the Volcano Manor here in Mount Gelmer. And you'll progress the Kill Contract quest line until the point where you see this ghost in the back corner here in the hallway. And he'll ask you to kill Rykard, the big serpent boy. And then you'll go do it and return here, and you'll find the gesture sitting right here. And I'll go ahead and kill the boss and show you the gesture dropping in the back corner here. Alright, now that I've killed Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy, I'm going to go back to the end of the hallway, and I should find the gesture sitting there. And there it is. If you want the Nod and Thought gesture, you'll need to head over to the Waypoint Ruins here in Limgrave. This is where you first meet Sorceress Sellen. And all you need to do is talk to her and she'll give you the gesture, but we first need to defeat the... Let me find the entrance to her real quick. It's right here. You'll first need to defeat the hamburger guy. He's not too hard though. And then once you have him defeated, you can open this door and Sorceress Sellen will just be right there.
Tarnished I am sorry you here. Well, but one must I was exiled as a revive. You still? Very well. But I refuse to call anticipate.
And she gave me the nod and thought gesture. If you'd like the Outer Order gesture, you'll head up to the Minor Erdtree Church here in the Altus Plateau. And then once you get here, you'll rest at the Grace. And there should be a unique dialogue option here to talk to Melina. And exhausting that dialogue should net you the
I declare
gesture we're looking for. And there it is. If you'd like the polite bow gesture, you'll head to the chamber outside the plaza here in the K-Lid area, right before the Star Scourge Radon boss fight. And then you'll head up and speak to Finger Maiden Theralina, who is right here. And she will give you the gesture. If you'd like the prayer gesture, all you have to do is head to the round table hold and speak to Brother Corhyn here, and he will give it to you.
Oh, welcome. I teach and explore so that one ensuring, by the way, you do most tarn you, well.
And there it is.
May the golden orb.
If you'd like the Rapture gesture, you'll have to head to the round table hold, and then go and talk to the big two fingers, and they should give you that gesture. And there it is. If you'd like the Reverential Bow gesture, you'll head to the round table hold, and then head over to this balcony and jump down, and you'll be invaded by Albrich. And to get the gesture, all you need to do is allow him to complete the gesture whenever he spawns in. And there it is. If you'd like the spread out gesture, you'll first need to come to Raya here in the Liurnia of the Lakes region. You'll speak to her and she'll tell you she wants her necklace and a thief stole it.
Only if you've... Oh, to bless a thug, please.
And then after she gives you this little quest, you can head over to the Boil Prawn Shack here where Blackguard Brogart is, or Bogart. And we'll talk to him about the necklace.
What are you trying to start this off? Show me, and I'll consider I'm not in love.
And he'll become a vendor.
All right, things know your bloody eye. Oh, all right then. I could be persuaded.
And all you have to do to get the gesture is purchase the boiled prawn from him.
Never met someone with it. Make good. I'll be seeing you.
And that's how you get spread out. If you'd like the strength gesture, you'll need to head back to the beginning of the game, right where you first come out of the tutorial. And right there, where my head is the gesture we're looking for, so we need to drop down into this hole. go ahead and defeat the Soldier of Godric. And you'll find the gesture you're looking for sitting right over here. If you want the ring gesture, you'll have to either have pre-ordered the game and got it that way, or kill a boss with somebody else who pre-ordered the game and got the gesture. If you kill the boss with somebody who got the gesture from somebody else, you won't get the gesture. It has to be somebody who actually pre-ordered the game. If you'd like the Triumphant Delight gesture, you'll head up to the Saints Bridge Grace here in Limgrave. And then just nearby here, we'll find Alexander sort of stuck in a hole right there. And we're going to help him out of the hole, and he should go ahead and give us a gesture for helping him.
Can you hear me? Help me. Hello? Anyone? I at these. I thank just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all.
And that's how you get Triumphant Delight. If you'd like the What Do You Want gesture, you'll head to the Round Table Hold and speak to Ensha here outside of Gideon Ofnir's office. And he'll give you the gesture. And that brings me to the end of the video. If you liked it, leave it a like and consider subscribing for more guide and PvP content to come.